Hello everybody and welcome to How to Teach English. In this video we are going to take a look at the difference between tall, high and long. Now if you think that high and tall have anything to do with whether the thing we are talking about is a living creature or an object, then stop right there. We can use high and tall whether the subject is a living creature or an object. High talks about the distance from the ground to the bottom of the object. In order for an object or a person to be high, it has to have no contact with the ground or a base whatsoever. This early Renoir, for example, worth millions of dollars, is approximately 1.7 meters high, because that's the distance between the ground and the bottom of the painting. If we want to describe something as tall, it must have contact with a base, usually the ground. We say how tall someone or something is from that point of contact to the ground to the top of the head. So a person, animal, building and mountain can all be described as tall as long as there is contact with a base. So Mount Everest is tall, but the top of Mount Everest is not, because it has no direct contact with the ground. This is best explained with my friend Hedgie the Hedgehog here. Say hello to the viewers, Hedgie.
Hello!
Now, no matter how many steroids or trips to the gym that Hedgie takes, he's still only going to be a few centimeters tall. Now he is higher than me, but he's not taller than me because he has no direct contact with the ground.
Ow!
And now he does.
I still love you.
Of course, the base doesn't have to be the ground. This vase, for example, could be described as tall because the base here is the table. Long is something completely different. Long refers to the distance of an object or a living creature between its two farthest sides, whether that object is horizontal or vertical. And since this is a piece of modern art, who cares how it's hanged? However, you cannot describe a person as being long. To recap, tall is the distance from the point of contact from the ground to the top of the object or living thing. High is the distance between the ground and the object or living thing. Long is the distance of the object or living thing between its farthest two sides. It doesn't matter if they are vertical or horizontal, but not a person. And that's about the size of it.